Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Tally. Welcome to a new vlog of a new month. Today is July 2nd. So it is currently Friday night. It is around 8 o'clock p.m. My sister and I were going to go on a Target run because I need to buy some things. I hope you guys enjoy this vlog wherever it takes us, and I have no idea what I'm going to read. Right now I am reading Once Upon a Quinceanera, and I'm on chapter 14. I have around 2 hours for me to finish this book. So far it's an okay book. I will talk to you guys later and hope you guys enjoy this vlog. Hello friends, it is 1:08 a.m. actually 1:10 a.m. now, 2 minutes passed. I am currently reading. I cannot sleep. I am still up. I just wanted to talk to you guys really fast because I started reading Solstice Dream by Alexis Daria, and it is a witchy read. It is only 34 pages. I am already loving it. I wish it was a bit longer because it follows two witches who own a coffee shop, and that's like the best fucking thing ever. Follow Tatiana and Emma, and they work at the Witch's Brew Cafe, and they're both baristas. One of them falls in love with their neighbor or whatever, so it's kind of like a witchy romance. Yeah, that's what I'm currently reading. I'm about to finish Once Upon a Quinceanera. I have to say that I'm not hating it, but I'm also not liking it. There are just so many things with Once Upon a Quinceanera that make my face go like, what the fuck is going on? There's just so many sexist remarks and comments. That's some of the most dislikable characters. The main character's annoying. She's very petty. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. I've been reading all day. I started reading this middle grade book, and I'm almost done with it. It is written in verse. So I'm currently reading Other Words for Home by Jasmine Warga, and it is about this family living in Syria. We follow the main character, whose name is Jude. She lives with her father and her mother and her brother. Jude wants to be a movie star when she's older, and she has a brother named Isa. And her brother wants to live in a country where anyone can be anyone they want to be. And she gets her inspiration from him because he's always telling her to be brave. Beginning, the main character lets the reader know that there are no tourists coming in anymore because of war. Before things get worse in their country, Jude's mom tells her that they're going to visit her brother in America. As soon as they arrive to America, they start living with her mother's brother, who is a doctor, and he is rich and has a huge house and speaks perfect English, and starts noticing that America, like every other place in the world, is a place where some people sleep and other people dream, and that America has labels and everything. She recalls the food that she used to eat in her hometown, and she states that in America it's known as Middle Eastern food. There are two parts in the book where she feels at home when she visits a Middle Eastern restaurant and she meets Layla. Layla is from Lebanon, and they own the restaurant where there's all like Middle Eastern food. She feels at home because it reminds her of the foods that she used to eat at her hometown. She decides to try out for the play at her school, and Layla, which is her only friend, doubts her and tells her that people like her, or girls like her, are not supposed to be in the spotlight. But Jude doesn't agree with her. She tries out for the play and she gets a part. In page 60, there is an explosion that happens, and it says, she tells me that now I will learn what it means to be a Muslim in America. She experiences racism from a man who starts following her and tells her that she needs to go back to where she came from and that she doesn't belong. And Jude starts feeling out of place. She starts feeling like she doesn't belong anywhere. The only place that she feels at home is her ESL class. Every time that she goes inside her ESL classroom, she feels at home, she feels safe. And the ESL classroom is where she's learning English, and there's other 3 students where they're barely learning. There was an explosion in America. They start experiencing a lot of racism, and Jude always questions why people blame them for the attack that happened. And Layla tells her that Americans think it's normal for there to be violence in places where people like her are from, where people like her and Layla live, that they'll see people like them and think violence and war. So far, I am loving this book. I just get chills, a lot of chills, because of how powerful this book is. Getting to read Jude's perspective and how she feels, like moving from her hometown to a different country. Like 15% left to be done with the book, but I am enjoying it so much. I think that you guys should read it. I finished 2 books yesterday night. I finished reading Once Upon a Quinceanera, and I also finished Solstice Dream by Alexis Daria. Solstice Dream is a very short book, and the only reason why I did not rate it a 5-star is because I wanted more. I want the whole story. It's a witchy, spooky read, and I think that it's a perfect short story for Halloween. We follow Emma, who is a witch, and Logan, who always visits her at the coffee shop, asks Emma to host his daughter's birthday party. When the party is over, Logan's daughter gets sick, and Logan calls Emma. And Emma, since she is a witch, she is able to cure her and heal her. And Logan sees a light moving from her head to her hand. I wanted it to be long. I want the whole story. I feel like Alexis Daria can make an amazing book with this. I finished that one. I also finished Once Upon a Quinceanera. I rated it a 2-star. I was very disappointed with this book because of all the sexist comments that there was in this book. The characters were just bland. The main character, I felt like she lacked character development. Carmen needs to do this internship in order for her to get her high school diploma by the end of the summer. And then she finds out that her company hired her aunt and her cousin to organize her quinceañera, and they don't really get along because of some situations that happened in their past. And she also finds out that her dance partner is the one and only Mauro, who is her ex. She needs to leave the past behind. She is sure that Mauro is not going to be the reason that she screws up her only chance of getting her high school diploma. A lot of slut shaming in this book, and I feel that the author did not really address it. Carmen is old. You know, she holds a lot of grudges, but of course her family is like super fucked up. I feel like her mother always pressured her into having her mother's sister in her life when they already hurt her so much. And I feel like at this point, when someone in your family hurts you, I feel like it's good to just kick them out of your life. It does like have a topic of jealousy, because Carmen and her mother, they're not wealthy. Carmen's sister is wealthy, and Diana, who is Carmen's cousin, she's going to have the quinceañera of her dreams, and that's something that Carmen was not able to have. So she is kind of jealous about that. So because Ariana, her cousin, did ruin her quinceañera when she was supposed to have hers. But it is 5:00 p.m. I'm going to go make myself some dinner. Hey friends. So I have been reading Other Words for Home. I am on page 319. I'm 90% in. Just finished reading Other Words for Home by Jasmine Warga, and I rated it a 5. It's a book about losing and then finding your home, and also about finding yourself, because she came from Syria to America, where she felt lost and she felt like she couldn't really fit in, and eventually she starts finding herself and making new friends and getting used to living in America. Finish that one. Right now I'm gonna take a break and go outside and get some fresh air.
Maybe that's part of the problem. You know, like, what are the odds the first person you date is the person? Which one? Well, let me see.
Hello my friends. Hello. It is 10 o'clock p.m. I just finished journaling right now, so I'm gonna wash my face and then I'm gonna start reading another book. I'm not sure which one yet, but I'll definitely update you guys with it. Finished a TV show that I started watching, and then I started journaling, and yeah, that's pretty much all. I'm gonna wash my face and then I'm gonna go to bed and read for a couple of minutes or hours. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, good morning friends. It is Tuesday morning. I am about to go clean up, do some chores, and clean my room. But I just finished eating breakfast. I made some pancakes and I'm drinking my coffee.
Back in my mind, yeah, back in my mind. Just give me some time, yeah, give me some time. I know we still love each other, but sometimes I start to wonder. But back in my mind, yeah, back in my mind. Everything's fine, yeah, everything's fine. I mean, it sounds like a lie, no, it doesn't feel right. I slowly feel we're leaving paradise, and I hope it isn't real. Yeah.
Hello everyone. So it is now 3:15 in the afternoon. I have been reading, but I did start reading Felix Ever After, and it is a young adult LGBT, and we follow Felix, who is trans. It takes place in Lower Manhattan, and it is written in first person point of view, following Felix, and he has a best friend named Ezra. Ezra is part black and part Bengali. Felix's mother left him and his father. His father still has a difficult time getting used to his pronouns, and sometimes he does call Felix by his old name. 7% in, it says some trans folks have always known exactly who they are, declaring their correct gender and pronouns as toddlers, and insisting that they be given different clothes and toys, realizing that these were things society has assigned to girls. And while I didn't even know what trans was, something about being forced into the role of girl has always upset the hell out of me. So in this section, he does let the reader know that trans people have always known exactly who they are ever since toddlers, but because of society, you are assigned a girl or a boy at birth. So it does talk about how he also went through surgery, and his father paid for his hormones and for doctor's visits and everything, but he's still kind of confused on how he still calls him by his old name. That's something that really confuses him and upsets him. I'm on page 80, and something that occurred is someone in his class or someone in school hung up a bunch of pictures of his old life, and they also included his old name. He is trying to figure out who it was. He feels that it's Declan, and Declan is a guy that treats Estra and Felix like shit, and he talks crap about them like a bunch of times, because Declan used to date Felix's best friend Estra, and all of a sudden he broke up with him and he started hating them out of nowhere, and he is trying to make everyone hate them as well. So we don't know exactly what happened with their relationship, but Felix feels that Declan was the one that hung up all the old pictures of Felix. That's where I'm at right now. He wants revenge. And I am really loving the writing style, and I'm loving the main character. I'm gonna keep reading, and I will update you guys later. What page am I on? I want to buy a Kindle so bad. Alright, hello my friends. It is 11:03 p.m. Tuesday night. I read a little bit of Felix Ever After, and I ended up on page 143, chapter 11. So far, I am loving it. So good. I love the whole storyline. I did mention that he is trying to figure out who is the person that posted his old pictures. Thinks that it's Declan, and right now he figured out that it wasn't him. And he's been messaging him on Instagram using a fake account. Declan just told Felix that he is catching feelings for him, and Declan doesn't know that it's Felix. So it is very interesting, and I'm really liking it. I just started reading Unearthed by Lliliam Rivera. Got the NetGalley arc, and I'm barely picking it up. It is a graphic, and it's just so emotional. Follows Jessica, who is a DACA student, always living in fear of her parents being deported, as her parents are immigrants, and she has a lot of pressure to excel in school. So she starts a club at her school to research immigration rights. Also talks about how being an only child is kind of like a burden because you need to be perfect in everything. And she has a lot of priorities as a Latina. Living in a Latinx household, you have lots of expectations and priorities, like doing laundry, cooking and cleaning, and also going to school at the same time. And especially because she's a junior and she's getting ready to apply for college, she also needs to deal with her very privileged friends who don't have a clue what is going on with immigration rights. Also goes to a museum. She's very interested in like Aztec gods and Aztec history, and she had a dream of an Aztec god. The name is Chalchihuitlcue. She was a mighty goddess of all waters on earth. Hopefully I can finish it. I'm gonna go shower, and hopefully I can finish the graphic right now. And I know it's gonna make me cry so much.